I'll say good morning once again to our viewers and listeners this morning. Welcome inside of the mid-morning buzz, and certainly hope all is well with everyone who are viewing and listening this morning. GT with you once again, and hope all is well with you. And this morning we in for a bit of a short chit chat. Let's go over to my guest this morning and say good morning. Good morning to Chrissy. How you doing, Missy Chrissy? I don't know how you like to be referred to. Is it you Chris? You okay with the Chrislyn, Chrissy, Missy Chrissy? Which one you okay with? Yeah,
Good
so many
morning.
handles. I don't know which one you want to grab onto.
Listen, I'm okay with both. I absolutely
I said
love the
free.
name that
I
my
actually
parents
said
gave to
free.
me.
I think I actually said
Kristen
free.
Lashington, it's absolutely fine. And Missy Chrissy is fine as well.
All right, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Listen, I'm great. The new year started. It's great energy. I know we're almost at the end of January, but
Yeah,
I'm fabulous. What about you?
I'm doing okay. I can see it on your face. You look lovely, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me, man. It's happening at it's of course. It's all about the fitness and wellness activation that's happening at courts. Um, Enlighten me about what's happening. Just getting to the meat of the matter. Let's go with this.
Indeed. I mean, Quartz is definitely, I love what they're doing as a corporate citizen, focusing on health and wellness, especially at the start of the new year. And they have a Love You More promotion on campaign on right now, which
Mm-hmm.
is really just to remind people that it's important to focus on your health, focus on holistic wellness as you get into the new year. You know, the new year is usually a time when people decide to do, a New Year's resolution. And so many people struggle with resolutions sometimes, but the most important thing is to get into a habit. And the truth is, GT, once you start a habit and you keep doing it for 21 days, the success of it actually increases. If you can make it to 21 days, I actually believe you can make it for the rest of the year. So for the last 3 weeks, we have been doing a fitness program at Courts Grand Dance Car Park. So I am a licensed Zumba instructor, which means I have been doing dance fitness instruction for more than 7 years. And they have collaborated with me through my dance fitness brand, Jab in Shape, to put on this series of dance fitness classes.
All right. So could I be part of the dance fitness class? You have room
You
for a big guy like
absolutely
GT?
can.
Yeah, you have a
What
room
is
for a
that?
big, you have room for a big guy like GT coming in and be part of
We
it.
have a room for every single body, no matter the size, no matter the age, all right? So it's a program that's absolutely free,
Yes.
which is fantastic. It's free every Monday. Well, this Monday is the final Monday at 5:30 p.m.
Mm.
at Court Grand Dance Car Park. So 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. we're there. I have my speakers, so music is playing, and you get to dance along with me.
So, write me through this, and especially for folks who may be hearing about this for the first time and probably think they want to be there this Monday. Guide me through this, how the whole process works in terms of being there. It costs you nothing to be there. We get that part of the way already. You come with your of course your outfit that is geared towards exercising, but it's done in a format of dance, as you would say. I've been peeking at some of your videos, but I want you to tell me. I've been peeking, so
Of course. We
you
need to
know.
let the people know.
Mm,
So, as you say, you come dressed in either fitness clothing or clothing that is comfortable to you and allows you to move around. And also wearing sneakers, preferably sneakers that are flexible. How to know if your sneakers are flexible? Simply hold them and bend them. Once they feel like they're bendable, then they are great for dancing. And once you get to the class, we have music set up. And yes, we're going to go through a dance fitness class. And in this class, it includes a warm up because it's important to get the muscles ready for, the range of motion that we will be doing. And then we do a series of high intensity and low intensity songs. And it's done in such a way so that your heart rate is regulated throughout the course of the program. And then we do a cool down. So we actually take you through a proper workout. We don't just go hard and we're done. No, it's very well designed. And the good thing with dancing, GT, is that you're able to go at your own pace. For instance, if I'm jumping, you don't necessarily have to jump. You can actually just bounce your knees or go based on how you're feeling. So we do loads of different movement. This specific class is soca. So course wanted a soca class, soca fit class. So I'm able to do a lot of the soca dance fitness choreography that I've created to soca songs from Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, and give you that vibe from the Caribbean as we work out, which is synonymous with my dance fitness brand, Jab in Shape.
All right. Fitness in the form of dancing. How effective is it from you being the instructor and you're doing it for the period of time that you said you've been doing? How effective has it been in terms of knowing from individuals who have been part of your classes and the response or feedback that you've been receiving? How effective is it?
Very effective, especially in terms of cardio. So dance is very good for cardio, and it's also good for toning muscles as well as increasing flexibility over time. So in a class, in a typical 1 hour class, you can actually burn up to 500 calories in 1 hour. All right. And also, for instance, yesterday evening, I had my Zumba class at the Grenada Youth Center at 6 p.m. It's a every Wednesday class. And one of the ladies who comes to my class, her name is Kenlyn. I have to pick up Kenlyn right now. She was over the moon because while we were doing the cool down, and there's a part where we hold our legs behind our bodies to stretch the hamstrings. And she realized she can actually go all the way. And she was actually ecstatic in the cool down, realizing that her range of motion actually increased in her legs over time. And it's something I ask people to pay attention to because that's one of the indicators that your body is working. The dance is working.
Yes.
And, she was just so happy that she's losing weight as well as increasing flexibility over time. And that's just one of the examples of, how effective dance fitness can be.
And I will also chime in and say that it's been effective so that you're having fun in the process of doing it at the same time.
That's the most important part. It's exercise in disguise, because I would be burning your thighs with some of the motions, and you may not realize it as much sometimes because, you're dancing to Boy Z, you're dancing to, Vaughn or whoever, Trouble in the Morning. You don't realize that you're doing that type of work, but it's specifically designed in that way so that you're having fun while working your entire body. All the major muscle groups are involved in a dance fitness class.
All right. Happy to hear that. And I certainly know that the viewers and listeners out there who may be enthusiastic about coming out on Monday, being part of it, give them some encouragement and let them know that that's what it's all about coming up on Monday. And they're invited to come out and have a fun-filled time. And in the process of having that fun-filled time, you're getting to lose some weight and feel good and just make life better for them as a whole.
Yeah, and really burn calories. I don't want to say lose weight because some people have different goals, but you're able to burn calories, tone your muscles, and really increase flexibility over time. So you can always choose your exercise program based on whatever it is you want out of it, But of course, losing weight could be one of the things that you get out of it as well. So it's important to keep fitness. So whether it's losing weight, gaining weight, toning muscles, but be fit as a way of preventing mental illnesses like anxiety, depression, stress, having better sleep, and also in terms of preventing the body from developing chronic diseases, especially in the long run. Exercise is so important in doing that, making sure you're feeling good about yourself. And that is really what we're offering at this dance fitness class. So come out, love you more with Quartz and Jab in Shape with me, Chrislyn Lashington, on Monday at 5:30 p.m. in front of Quartz Grand Dance. We have a car park right there, nice and open. Come ready for it. And if you'd like any more information, just go to jabinshape.com or check me out on Instagram or Facebook and YouTube, Jab in Shape. That's JABINSHAPE. I also have a Facebook page, Zumba Grenada, where you can contact me as well. And of course, Missy Chrissy, MSY.CHRISSY on Instagram is also a good place to get in touch with me.
All right, Chrissy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great information for the folks who are listening and viewing. I certainly hope they will come out and be part of it and just get that good feeling that will be offered. Thank you once again, Chrissy, Chrislyn, Miss Chrissy, anyone I call you, doesn't matter. Have yourself a lovely day. All right.
You too. Thanks, GT. Bye.
All right. All the best. Hey, folks, that was Mr. Chrissy there with us for a wee bit, doing Inside of the Mid-Morning Buzz, telling you all about what's happening. And coming up on Monday down at the Courts Car Park is all about fitness and wellness. And you should certainly be part of that. We're going to, of course, we do have another guest popping in with us shortly. Certainly, let's take that break and then we come back and entertain them. Stay with us here on the Mid-Morning Buzz here on K105.
Grenada, it's our 49th independence celebrations. It's not just about reflecting on the past, but charting the way forward for national development, improving lives and livelihoods, and embracing our mission for visible transformation. That time is now, and the vision is for everyone. It's about our civic responsibility. From Saturday 20th January to 5th February, we joined the National Celebrations Committee for Cleanup and Beautification Projects island-wide in the following communities. St. Andrew Southeast, January 28, in front of Marquis Hard Court. St. Andrew Southwest, January 28, Munich Junction and School Gap and Carlton Junction. St. Andrew Northeast, January 28, La Poetry Junction, Tivoli Junction, Moya Junction, and Paradise Junction near Seamoon Roundabout. St. Andrew Northwest, Birch Grove Junction. St. David, January 28th and January 29th. Major junctions include Latant, Pomrose, Malmont, Rucane, Bellevue, Coles Gap, Corinth, Redgate, Westerhall Point, and Penmata. Town of St. George, January 29th, the alley between Halifax Street and Melville Street. February 5th, behind the bus terminus. St. George Northeast, Willis Playing Field, Willis Medical Station, and Tempe. St. George South, February 4th and February 5th. Carlish Junction to the top of Carlist Hill, Coffee Bow and Stones, Pandy Beach, Mount Hartman and the entrance of Lansapines, Montu, Plainfield and Main Road, Woburn Mangrove and the area surrounding Calavini Community Center. St. Patrick East, January 28th, La Fortune Junction to Riversally Junction, and Hermitage. It's about national pride, a people zealous for the love for this country and its greater good. Over 30 community groups have been empowered with executing this independence cleanup and beautification campaign targeted at litter prevention, protection of the environment, and public health, while fostering a deeper commitment to community spirit. Who will emerge as the best village depicting the true spirit of independence? Support community development by participating in this national cleanup and beautification venture. There is a role for everyone. Give of your time for community cleanup or beautification. If you can't be there physically, support by providing cleanup tools and safety equipment. Be creative and provide decorations depicting these celebrations. Refreshments and transportation are also welcomed. To register your support, contact the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation at 435-8665. Grenada, it's the start. Let's do our part.
Rep your colors. Hot 98 presents the 473 Colors Boat Ride. Going down on Saturday, February 4. Get your tickets now at gotofed.com for only $65. Food included. Boarding time 7 p.m. The boat sails at 7:30. Music on board by the Hot 98 DJs plus other guest DJs.
Baby, calm down, calm down.
Rep your colors on the boat, cause this one here is gonna be epic. Lock the date, Saturday, February 4th, Hot 98, 473 Colors Boat Ride. Don't you miss this.
You know, one day I woke up and, you know, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. You know, nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You know your...
Hey, welcome one and all. It's the Mid-Morning Buzz here on Aki 105.5 and GBN TV. I guess you can see if you are viewing GBN TV, I have Pastor Simon with me this morning. Pastor Simon, good morning, and how are you?
Good morning to you, and it's good to be here at your program, GT, right?
Yeah, GT.
GT.
Yeah. Just a simple English house.
And GT stands for?
My name is Glenn Tellisford. But I just took off all the other parts of it and just right. Work with the first two letters.
Well,
GT. Yeah,
that's simply enough. That's easy to remember.
So how are you doing this morning, sir?
Very good, I must say. Excited about what we're preparing to do, and with the Ajamu, and he should be joining us in a few
Redemption.
minutes.
Tell us what the initiative and how this.
Redemption. It is an initiative right after COVID. It started before, but right after COVID, God, laid on our hearts that as a church that we should go back. We did this 16 years ago. Went across the country to every parish. Laid on our heart that we should redo this again, but different. And we had a time of prayer and seeking God, and we will make the decision. This is where God wants us to go. The country field ripe, for something to happen. That's what it is. And then so we form this mission that we're going to do called Redemption: One Christ, One Church, No One Left Behind. And this would go to every parish in the country, starting in St. David on Sunday the 29th.
Tell me, the reason for Redemption: One Christ, One Church, No One Left Behind.
One is to reach people where they are, to tell them about the love of God. Two, to pull churches and people together so we can celebrate together. But also, it's to reach children, because we have a section for children, to have some things for kids, but also to give back, because we want to be able to give food baskets, which our church do, 10 food baskets in every parish as we go across the country. But the bottom line is to tell people they need to give their life to Christ. They need to surrender to Him, because we know the personal experience. Like me, I know the personal experience of my relationship with God. I want other people to have what I have. And I believe there's a lot of people out there who do not go to church anywhere, but they listen to services online.
Like me.
Like you. Right. But they don't get an opportunity to go to church, or if they have an opportunity, they do not go. So church on the road is about taking the church out of the church every fourth Sunday in the month and taking it on the road, literally.
It's like breaking that little stigma of some folks wanting to come to church.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And some folks have that hesitancy of wanting to step into a church.
Right.
But if you take the church to them,
right,
not in the capacity of coming into their house, but in an area where it's easy accessible.
It is a neutral space.
Neutral space. That's right. That's the way of saying it.
Right. A neutral space, and that's what we're looking at. There are persons who say, I don't have clothes, and they find all the reason why they should not be in church. I'm saying to you, well, we're giving you a good reason now to tell you, you don't have a reason, but to make yourself available to come to church and to see what God is doing in the lives of other persons, because there'll be testimony, there will be special, there will be a number of things that we would have. And so the opportunity for persons to be a part of what we do will be their excitement.
And a key point that you could have fit into this is the coming as you are.
Yes. Oh, yes, of course. Come as you are. No one left behind. And
yeah, already. And there's also going to be the entertainment aspect of it, I'm assuming.
Well, yes, there will be the entertainment aspect of it. That because it is not just church. It's not just preaching. but it is the opportunity to be able to get people to see Christianity from a different point of view. Because we have a way of saying Christianity that you only could sing certain songs, you could do certain things. We are saying God is a big God. You have a big camp, right? And no matter who you are welcome in this camp. But your willingness to come into camp is that He wouldn't force you in, but you'll be willing to come.
You got to be willing to want to make, I'll just say make that next step.
Right, make that next step.
All right. And it kicks off this Sunday the 29th.
Right.
Right, 29th, and then go from the 6 p.m. last. So just plain field, that's where the initial one.
The initial one starts. At 4:30 we have something for the children, and then at 6 o'clock the big program start. And that leads with a number of things that will be happening there. You have the worship team from the St. George's Baptist Church. You have Pan Wizard from River Road. They will be there.
Opposite my home, right there.
Right. All right. And then we have testimony. We have prayer. We have Pan Wizard. Not Pan, the Ajamu that would be there, and he's on, and he will tell you about his part of that. But and his life is an amazing story.
All right. Well, we do have the Ajamu. Let me say good morning and hello to Ajamu. Hello, Ajamu. How are you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. We have a conversation, man. It's been years. I don't know if you probably even remember who I am, but
I'm not seeing any pictures. I'm not seeing any.
Well,
videos,
you're not having a video of me, I know, but I want to say good morning to you and welcome to the Mid Morning Buzz. You're going to be part of Redemption coming up. How is it going for you, Ajam? How is it going for you? I have certainly heard about your transformation that you have made in life and everything about. Tell us something about that and how has it been for you thus far?
Well, I mean, the past year of my life, I think, has been the brightest of my life. It's been such a change, in terms of where I'm at mentally, spiritually. Since I take that decision to give my life to Christ, it's like the weight being lifted off from my shoulders, So I'm really enjoying my life, and I'm looking forward to this new mission that I call now, which is getting myself out there. Championing the cause, for Christ, for people to see and learn that there's a better way. There's a better way, and this is what I'm dedicating my time towards now, because God has been very good to me. He has been merciful unto me. And I think many people would know, I had my ordeals, and it's such a blessing for me to have this opportunity now that I can be standing in the land of the living and to testify of the greatness that God has bestowed upon me. So I'm really excited, and what we are doing now, which we call Church on the Road, I'm hoping that somehow that people would be able to see me and my life, my living testimony, and see that as probably one of the stepping stones to remove the barrier that is holding back a lot of people from submitting, to Christ. Because I know for me, I've been on the boundary line for a very long time. And then when I finally take that step, whether it was by by faith or force or what you call it, but when I finally take that step, I realized it wasn't as hard, as I was thinking. I was thinking that that my life would be changed in such a way, and then I would probably be deprived of certain things. But in a situation with giving your life to Christ, there is no losing in that. It's just a win-win situation. So I want people to know that, and I want to be one of the people who would be out there testifying and to try and convince people that this is what it is.
Ajamu, in the initial start of this conversation, you made a statement that just kind of just grabbed my mind a bit. You said you're enjoying your life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, you know me. I've been... about 4 decades. Yeah. This year is 40 years. since I've been a professional musician entertainer, and I've been around the world, and I thought that I had it all, I mean, but then I come to realize that in spite of what you have out there in terms of material in the world, there's always something that's missing if you don't have that spiritual connection. So from the time I made that connection with my spirit, I realized that the other things were no. So now I get to appreciate everything much better. People call me with problems and so on. I say, what are you talking about? That's no problem, you know what I mean? Whereby before, I used to ponder upon things more, but now it's like everything is all right, because it is well with my soul. So what could be bad now if it is well with your soul? If you know that you made peace with God, and life is to enjoy. Say, this is the day the Lord has made, so let's rejoice in it and be glad. So from the time I come to that that realization, it's like there is no bad things anymore. I take the worst situation and try to make a good out of it, you know what I mean? And I think that's the aspect I think that most should be looking at life from. Look at the brighter side of life, so you can convert a bad situation into a good one if you have that mental what will you call it? The attitude, the attitude.
All right. Tell me, Ajamu, how does it feel in terms of you infusing your music now into your new way of life, if you can say it in that particular way?
Well, even myself, I'm surprised because and this is one of the things that's been keeping me back from making that step towards giving my life to Christ, because I always felt in my heart that I had a bigger purpose to serve. And even when I got sick, it became more dominant. It was like a song ringing in my ear, But surprisingly, when I look back at my work for 4 decades, and even the material that I've been writing for other people, I must say that something was happening that maybe I was not aware of, because it's not such a big transition in terms of the music, because to me the music remained the same, because my music has always contained some positive messages. So it's just like putting a different little twist on it, and make it more appealing to the people who are not of the what you would call the regular calypso, soca, reggae genre, but those people who consider themselves Christians. And so, to me, is the words that is the gospel. And fortunately for me, I've been singing gospel for a long time now. So the transition is just a beautiful thing. It's just like doing another chapter. Then I call this another chapter, because I would not demolish my work of the past. I would feel that I wrote a couple songs that I don't care to sing now, but the majority of them that I did in the past, I think they are still relevant, because what I try to do is let my inspiration drive me. And fortunately for me, my inspiration musically always been driving me in a positive direction. So this, I say, I think it was God's work in me from a long time. And I told my wife, I think that God has been preparing me for this. Because now that I made that transition, I realized, look at that song, Ajamu on the road again. Oh, in tutus. Instead of a party, I take it out in a party and I put it into the spiritual realms of things. No sweat whatsoever at all. And I am looking at so much of the songs that I did in the past that I can just revamp them, give them a more spiritual appeal. And the messages remain the same. So I think that's God work. God been working in me.
All right, Ajamu, I want to thank you so much. And of course, you will be part of this event coming up, Redemption. Kicks off this Sunday, as last suggests. It's particular part of your hometown or particular parish that you are part of. And I certainly hope that the folks who are coming out to this event will certainly have an awesome time. Would you say that?
Well, yes. I mean, and not just my parish, but the stage where the function will be staged is a stage that I built with my own hands, and it was built for a different purpose, which was the Kingman Calypso tent, as people may know. And what a way how God works, eh? So this stage was built to do the Calypso tent and to promote, secular events. And now, on that same stage, that stage become River Jordan. It's like people you can come and get such message that probably we need to set up a swimming pool or some kind of pool of water, because we're ready to baptize people right there and then. Why not?
Ajamu, once again, I want to thank you for being part. We strap a bit for time and we're also wrap. We got news coming up shortly. I want to thank you once again and continue on your journey. Hopefully, one of these days I could probably have you in studio and we could continue with this conversation. It's always interesting to have a conversation with you. Thank you once again, and all the best in terms of your endeavors and the process that you're going to be going through in life. Certainly wish you all the best.
Well, thank you, and thanks for having me. And I want to say a special thanks to GBN and all the media people who, over the years, has continued to support me and to give me the respect, and make me feel, who elevated me to Kingman status. So I really appreciate that, and I want you to continue to show me that love and give me the blessing with the new direction that I'm treading now. I would ask you to continue to support. May God bless you and may God bless the nation.
All right, thanks again, Ajamu. Pastor Simon, we also decide for us to take a wrap.
I know, but thank you very much. Sunday, Redemption, One Christ, One Church, 6 o'clock. We start with the big program. At 4:30, there is things for the kids. And so we're looking forward for the whole of St. David and Grenada to come out and give support.
All right. Thanks once again. Thanks for being part of it. And I certainly wish you all the best in the endeavors and certainly hope folks come out and be blessed.
Thank you. All right, God bless.
Hey, folks, that's where we say goodbye until the mid-morning buzz here on K105 and GBN TV. All the best until you see me again. Have yourself a good one, folks.